So when we walked in and just saw like a barren first floor, we were like, oh my goodness, I think we're in for more than we like expected. We knew we had to like act immediately.
My name is Janet Lighthouse, and my family and I have been here for about 13 years in this house. Our kids were getting older. We were running into each other in the kitchen, and it kind of didn't really fit the flow of our space, and we had all these different pockets that were kind of underutilized. So it got to a point where we wanted to either move or try to remodel our house. And because we had set down roots and we have friends and family within a few miles of here, we decided to remodel. So the dining room right now, it kind of morphed from being a dining room to a kids' playroom to an office. And I think that was kind of our first indication that this space, even though there was a lot of it, we weren't really like exploring fully and utilizing the most efficiently. So really we were just trying to expand the usable space with doing as little to the inside as possible and doing as little to like getting permits and like all this kind of stuff. So we just wanted to reuse and recycle the space.
Yeah, so we actually were lucky enough that they had an original kind of layout already planned from the previous contractor. So we kind of went through each like cabinet that was there and made sure that that was going to fit and that was going to work. And then because it was just the cabinets and the flooring that were in, we still had to kind of coordinate the other materials that we needed. So kind of knowing what Janet liked and then what she didn't like, and maybe like looking at options, that's super helpful too, to like go into our showrooms and see your options there, because there are so many of them. But there's always something to match with anything. So
our story was a little bit protracted. We were hoping to be done from start to finish in about 3 months. Oh, so before we met Quality Homes, it was probably pushing half a year. Yeah, so we were at a point where we weren't really sure what to do. We were looking for reputable quality contractors that could help us achieve our vision and achieve our goal. And I started asking some of my colleagues what they've done, because I had a few that were doing remodels and renovations. And so I found Quality Homes through recommendation through one of my colleagues who had gotten recommendations from 2 other colleagues that also had gone through renovations. Because they came in, like we were in a really bad spot. And they came in, immediately made us feel comfortable, made us feel like we were at home and in good hands, and basically helps sort of intervene with, because I'm actually very indecisive. And so Rosie in particular was helping me, like, I was like, which one of these 2 do you like? And so she would steer me towards things that she liked and gave me insider information that I wouldn't have realized otherwise, and basically made all the little details fit with a comfortable home. So it was fantastic working with both Terry and Rosie. All the final details that we were trying to decide between, like the handles, like your pants tuggers, I still think about that. I'm so glad that you talked me away from that. But like all the kitchen handle, the cabinet pulls, and the countertop, those we picked out afterwards with Rosie, and the paint color we picked out with Rosie's help. It was fast. So the start date, Paul and his crew were on site well before the projected start date, and that we knew like it was kind of a little bit, we weren't exactly sure when it was going to happen. There were a lot of moving pieces, but Paul was able to get on site really soon, start getting guys working, finishing things up. And so I think altogether, although things started to slow down because most everything was done, I think start to finish, it was 3 months. Nice. And that was like from going from basically studs to fully finished. Our old contractor, we weren't sure when they were going to show up. We weren't sure how long they were going to be working. We weren't sure like when things were going to be completed. And as soon as Quality Homes took over and Paul was on site, he took care of everything. Everything that he said was going to happen, happened, and either happened on time or it happened early. And there were no like negative surprises. There were only positive surprises, like, oh, we found somebody to come and get this taken care of now. So everything was fantastic. Paul was always here early, so he was there to greet new crews if there was a new project and a new phase, and he oriented them to make sure that they knew exactly what they were supposed to do. We are really happy. So I had told Paul towards the end of his time and end of the remodel that we were really satisfied with how everything was installed and the expertise that went into all of the installation process. We did get to meet most of the crew when they were here on site. And we were able to talk to them, meet with them. Everybody was professional, extremely knowledgeable. So we felt very comfortable leaving everything in their hands.
I think it looks so good. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I'm just so glad that the family that lives here gets to actually live here again. I think that's the most important part, like even aside from just how it looks.
We love it. We love it. We are so happy to have the space like ready for us, and like it's everything that we wanted to. It fits her lifestyle, so it's perfect.